2, 3, 4. If I could show you the way, I would shine like the sun in your eyes. If I could find the words to say the way I feel is beyond me sometimes. Na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na. If I could show you the way, and I would shine like the sun in your eyes. If I could find the words to say, the way I feel is beyond me sometimes. Na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na. If I could show you the way, I would shine like the sun in your eyes. If I could find the words, to say, the way I feel is beyond me sometimes. Na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na. Na 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 na, na 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 na. If I could show you the way, if I could show you the way, show me the way. If I could show you the way, if I could show you the way, if I could show you the way, show me the way. If I could show you the sun in your eyes, if I could show you the way, show me the way, show me the way. If If I could show you the way. Climb any mountain, cross every sea, till you find your way home to me. Climb any mountain, cross every sea, till you find your way home to me. Faith will be a lantern I hold in my hand to light your way across these desert lands. Our faith will be a lantern I hold in my hand to light your way across these desert lands. Climb any mountain, cross every sea, till you find your way home to me. Climb any mountain, cross every sea, till you find your way home to me. Pray for love to guide you on the road you walk upon. I pray for love to lift you up to the place where you belong. And I pray for you to know, as long as I am in this world, you will never walk alone. Climb any mountain, cross every sea, till you find your way home to me. Climb any mountain, cross every sea, till you find your way home. See you now before me, a light in the trees. Yes. See you now before me, and I believe. See you now before me, dancing like a light in the trees. See you now before me, and I believe. This is the sound of one heart sound of faith, stepping out of fear. Oh, the journey of one soul's passage through time. And oh, this is one lone dreamer learning to fly. This is the sound of love, reaching out from the storm, calling through the thunder, through the anguished war. And I can feel the winds, feel them beginning to turn. And oh, this is one small light starting to burn, and your love is shining in everything I do, and I hear you calling for me. All roads lead, all roads lead, all roads lead to you. And this is the sound of prayer on its way to the sun, calling all the children together as one. I can see us there, see it clear as the blue. And oh, this is one small part. Here is my gift to you, and your love. Every moment of mercies, every movement, in everything I do, and I hear you every time I was calling for me. I
Hello, everyone. Can you see me? Can you hear me? If you can, just type hello in the chat with multiple O's. Just let me know if you can see me and if you can hear me. Type hello in the chat. Hopefully, yes, I see a lot of people in the room here. Tanya, Utpala, Tania, Ruby, Deepti, Sneha, Bhajanti, Katya, Devika. Awesome. I'm hoping you guys can hear me and all is clear. Hi, Mahina, Rajiv, Deepika, Kartik, Ritu, Kirtana, Bharti. Yes, okay, I'm seeing the hellos now. Super welcome to the very final, the last one. How to create the perfect life in 111 days. Now, this webinar has done already so much of miracles in people's lives. We did one on the 18th, we did one on the 25th, and this is the final one. So, if you made it to this webinar, there's a reason why you're here. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to pull up the slide. We have a lot to cover really soon, so I'm going to jump. We have a lot to cover within a small time, so I'm going to jump in immediately. Hopefully, you can hear me and see me all clear. Okay, I'm just going to check out the chat before we start. Okay, so yes, Mahina. Okay. All right, let's get started. So before I get started, I'm just going to check with my team if everything is okay. All good. Okay, all good. Let's get started. Okay. So this is a 90-minute live class. This is live, all real and live here, no recordings. Although it's 90 minutes, we're going to have question and answer segment after the 90 minutes. So just take out 2 hours of your time, okay, for today. This webinar, we had a lady who emailed us saying, hey, I know it's a free webinar, but I'd love to pay for it as an energy exchange. People paid for this webinar, even though it's free. That means there's a value here for you to take home and practice. There's practical stuff. So make as many notes as possible. You don't want your life to be the same. You don't want to respond to your children, your husband, your family the same. Today changes. So let's create a perfect life starting today. So take notes. If you're going to take notes, promise me by typing it in the chat. I promise to take notes and study them, apply them in my life. Okay, so make sure you're taking notes. Keep this as a circle of love. I'm very fortunate to have an academy of students who are so full of love and respect. So I know this group here is also going to be that way. So let's keep it a circle of love. And of course, for those who want to study further with us, at the end of the session, we'll open the doors for those who want to join the academy if they choose to join or not. Either way, you get everything you need in this webinar. So let's get started. Let me take a moment to appreciate you for giving your time to me. I'm not going to waste it. For the next 90 minutes to 2 hours, you're going to learn things that are going to absolutely, may be new to you, may not be new to you, but it's going to change your life. So listen carefully. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here, for trusting me. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's rock it today by giving you everything you need to have the perfect life in 111 days. So this webinar is called How to Create a Perfect Life. So let me just set the expectation of the word perfect. So if you came to this webinar thinking that you will never have a challenge ever again for the rest of your life, that there'll be no contrast, then this is not the webinar for you. Contrast is a beautiful part of our evolution. Through contrasting experiences, we get clear on what beautiful things we want to create. There's a reason and a wisdom in contrast. So if you came thinking there'll never be a challenge again, not the webinar for you. And if you came thinking that you'll never feel a human emotion ever again for the rest of your life is so perfect that you'll never have a human emotion of sadness or upset, also not the webinar for you because human emotions also play a beautiful role in living that perfect, beautiful destiny. Okay, so if you're okay with learning and growing gracefully through your challenges and having human emotions, here and there over the period of your life, then this webinar is for you. So now the next question is, then why am I in this class? Okay, if you've told me there might be challenges, there might be human emotions, why am I in this class? You're in this class to actually cut off the pressure that you're taking in your life. 99% of the suffering that you have in your life is happening up here. We can release that, live in grace, have things happen in ease for you. You can feel amazing every day. You can choose to respond in beautiful ways. You can choose to manifest beautiful things in all areas of your life. So much beauty awaits you, and this life that you're stuck in, it can completely dissipate and create something that you've never experienced before. You can have a quantum leap that you've never had before. So that is why you are in this class. Okay, we're going to learn to heal through contrast and live the life that is beautiful and perfect for us. Okay, so are you in the right class now? If you're in the right class, just type I'm in the right class, because I'm going to create a life that feels so beautiful to me. If you're in the right class, just type right class. Okay, so today we're going to learn a major three secrets. The very first one is the four pillars to a perfect life. Very important, so that you put these pillars in your life and then live that perfect life. We're also going to discuss the seven pillars of an imperfect life. And this is something you're doing in your day to day life, but you're not realizing. So let's become aware of those so we can just put them to the side and release them from our lives. And then you have the third secret, which is what do I do for 111 days in order to create that perfect life that feels so beautiful, miraculous, expansive, graceful to me. Okay. So if this is for you, just type this is the class, okay, for me. Now, before I start with the theory, let me just give you a little glimpse of who I am and what my life is like, just so that you know if I'm the person who's a good match for you, what you need in your life, if I'm the right coach for you. If so, let me just give you a little glimpse of my life, not to show off, just to show you what is possible. Okay, so you ready? Just type ready in the chat if you're ready. So this is me. My name is Kartika Nair. I'm a personal development coach and trainer. I've been in this industry for quite a long time, since 2011. And in my life, I have one of the best manifestations of my life is my academy, Synchroshakti Academy, where we have this is an old number, it's updated from then, but 14,531 students plus, okay, all the new students who have come in. So we have a large group of students from across the world who study with us in our academy. And for coaches and trainers out here, this is a beautiful dream to have. It's not only the number of students, it's the quality of the people who come to us, which is the lovely, beautiful, graceful manifestation of my life, which I would like you, if any of you are coaches and trainers, to have for yourself as well. Financially, I'm 31 years old, but at the age of 29, I achieved financial freedom. I have several sources of income. This is one of them on the screen, which is from the academy. But again, I say this because you don't know what is possible for you in your life. I'm just sharing as a young person or an old person. It does not matter where you are at in your age. You can still create whatever grace you want in your life. So I just want to show this as an example for you. If it inspires you, just type inspired in the chat. Last week, I went from Kartika Nair to Kartika Nair Planins. I officially got married. Now, I don't know if marriage is something that you feel is a valuable part of your life experience, but it's not just about getting married, it's about getting married to the right kind of person for you and your life and your spiritual growth, the person who feels so loving and graceful for you. That is what I want for you, not trying to manipulate someone to love you, but finding someone who genuinely loves you without you having to try so hard to do LOA techniques to manifest them. Let it come naturally through grace. So, this is something that has come into my life. World travel. Again, I don't know who's watching this webinar, but if anyone here has this bug to travel the world, but somehow it's not materialized for you, you will learn how to do that today in this class. But this is also something that is important to me that I've been able to do. But one of the biggest reasons it's important to me is because, in case you do not know, in my past, I went through a big, long phase of a disorder called panic disorder, which is a high level anxiety disorder. And that panic disorder came with depression because I couldn't leave my house. So I had the spirit that wanted to explore the world and experience everything awesome, but I couldn't leave my house. I couldn't leave my room without having panic attacks. I couldn't go to the edge of the street. I couldn't go to the bank. I could not get into a bus to save my life. I was so scared of everything. A leaf could fall in front of me and it would trigger off panic, because that's how anxious my brain had become by that time in 2013. There's a whole backstory as to why I manifested that kind of ill health for my mind, but I'll also share how I overcame it. The point is, I overcame it using mindfulness. And when I overcame it, I was able to travel around the world, live whatever life I wanted to live, panic free. I never had a panic attack. It's been almost 5 to 6, 7 years maybe since my last panic attack. I've lived free. And that to me is the greatest blessing of life, to live without pain in your suffering, in your mind and in your emotions every day. So that freedom is also possible for you. If there's anyone here who struggles with mental health, that's part of the perfect life design. The community that we have in SSA, again, Synchro Shakti Academy, this is again for you guys who may want to be coaches or trainers or already are. The quality of people we've attracted is another beautiful part of this perfect life grace thing that I'm talking about. And I recently moved, right today I'm in India because we have 5 a.m. classes starting on 31st of October. But I recently moved to a country called Croatia, which is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. It's in Europe. And for those students of mine who followed me for a while, since I've been here since 2011 in this field, they've seen me drawing things like this in my notebook of one day I'll be living in a European country, there'll be mountains and there'll be waters and rivers and snow and all of these things. And it was such a joyful thing. And they've seen me draw it and they've seen me manifest it. And if that's something for you, you have a specific place where you'd love to live, there's something you can attract as well. And the results of our students have been published in newspapers, in articles. My work has been published, which again is not to show off, but to show you what is possible for you. Okay. So, how did I get this far is the question that we're going to answer in this webinar. But not this webinar will be slightly different. It's not do your affirmations, visualize it. It's not one of those webinars. This webinar will go 100 layers deep into what's really happening with us in our mind and our subconscious mind and our emotions, our past traumas, all of that. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So the question is, okay, we know that I've come this far, but the second question is, was it smooth? Were there any ups and downs, bumps on the road? We assume when we're creating perfect lives, we're creating beautiful things in our lives, we assume that the success is like this, right? One straight road and it's all rainbows and butterflies. But sometimes there's a lot of bumps on the road, but each bump, and you might be living through a bump right now, has that key, is the golden ticket to reach that next beautiful, graceful part of your life. So there's lots of bumps in the road. And what those bumps are, I'm going to tell you about today. And I'm going to teach today. The entire class today is going to be taught in stories. Okay, stories and practical tips to take home. So if you're someone who loves studying through stories like me, because I'll always remember a story, I won't remember boring PPT points. If you're like me, you're going to learn a lot. If you find stories is not your style, then this webinar may not connect you as much as those who learn through stories. Okay, so if there is something that is not working out in your life right now, maybe you have a lot of hair fall, maybe your finances are stuck, maybe you've not found your passion, maybe your health is bad, maybe your relationship with your family, we don't know what it is. If there is something that's not working out for you, there is a purpose, there's a reason why that is happening. So I'm going to tell you how that happened in my life through a story, or through two stories to begin with, and what I did to overcome things not working out for me. Okay, so the very first one is, career wise, I've done quite well. I did a lot of inner work, I did a lot of manifestation, but I did well. But, and I don't know if you can relate to this, if you can relate to it, type I can relate, is I would get to a certain level of success, but I could not push through. There's like a limit to which how much success I can have. I couldn't push through. Now, usually that's a worthiness issue. When you're stuck in life, you feel that, I can come to this level of success, but I don't feel I'm worthy of anymore. But for me, I felt I was worthy of it. I knew it was possible for me. But when I was writing, describing what it looks like and trying to feel the emotions behind this desire, I couldn't connect at all to it. My heart felt dead. I couldn't produce any positive emotion related to that desire. Something was stopping me. Anyone gone through this? You're trying to visualize, but you can't produce the positive emotions at all. So one day I was sitting and I was doing Ho'oponopono, which is a Hawaiian meditation. It's a prayer, taking responsibility. What is going on in me that's causing me to stop myself or block the success, the next level of success? What's going on in me that's blocking the next level of success? So I was doing this Ho'oponopono, and suddenly a memory popped up. The memory was that way back when I was in university, I did a triple major. One of my majors was psychology. So we had to go to a mental institution, and I was going for the very first time to diagnose the inpatients there. So I went to very first time went to a mental institution, very famous place, but the walls were gray. Everyone was in such darkness. There was not a seed of joy, happiness, love around anywhere. People were running out, trying to run out of the gate, trying to open the gate, and it was such a drab environment. And I remember going there, and I met this beautiful boy for the very first time in my life. There was this person who treated me with so much love and so much appreciation and kindness, which I'd never been treated like that in my whole life up until that point. Now, this boy who had treated me with so much kindness and love, such softness in his voice, he was an inpatient, and someone told him that his parents will come on Sunday to pick him up. And he was convinced that his parents are going to come on Sunday to pick him up. But the truth was, no one was ever going to come. And he was locked in there forever. And it traumatized me. Like, how can such a thing happen? And then the same day, few hours later, I walk into this hall where hundreds of us are sitting. We're all psychology students, different branches. And I take the mic and I'm interviewing this lady who has paranoid schizophrenia. So I'm asking, okay, what triggered off her paranoid schizophrenia? What triggered off her episodes? So she's answering the question, and then suddenly I hear this murmuring sound from the back. And I'm feeling this anxiety in my body, and I turn around and I see there's a note being passed from the end of that class from my psychology teacher who's passing a note, and the note comes to me, and when I open it, it says, "Tell Kartika to shut up right now." I turn around and I see hundreds of people with absolute hate, almost rageful hate in their eyes looking at me. "Shut up, Kartika, shut up right now." Why? Because they were scared that if I keep asking this lady questions about what triggered off her paranoid schizophrenia, it's going to trigger off an episode for her, and she's going to start like killing us or something like that. So they acted out of fear, and fear causes hatred, and I didn't know that at that time. So I ended up taking that energy of anger that they had towards me so personally, and I separated. It was a traumatic experience, one of billions of traumas that we've had, is I separated myself from people so much in that moment. And I said to myself, the sweet people, the nice, kind people are the ones who are unfortunate and are stuck inside this mental hospital forever. While these goons who are so hurtful, who don't understand empathy at all, who have no kindness, they are free out in the world living and doing whatever they want to do. They have no love in their heart and they are free. So I don't want to be around people. I don't like people. People suck. That was my mentality. Now, fast forward a few years, what's my job? My career job is what? Is to help people, is to love people, is to give them the life that they deserve, right? That's my job. But subconsciously, there was a part of me who was so traumatized that I forgot about, who had separated myself from people and said, people are not deserving, they're bad. Now, obviously, that part of me will hold me back from serving as many people as possible. Anyone still with me in the story? So I sat and I did my forgiveness. I understood why these people were the way that they were. I stopped taking it personally. I sent them love and forgiveness. And then that aspect of me who had separated herself from people understood and loved people again. So that integration happened. I became one again, not separate. I became one. Now, when I started approaching my career, it no longer was about me having to build my career to become the best trainer in the world. It shifted in completely to how can I serve and love the people, help them in the videos, help them in the courses, help them in the webinars. And when you come from that place of loving people, your world changes And that's what this webinar is about. Did anyone learn anything from this story? There's a huge energy clearance that happens through healing traumas in your childhood or in your adult life that affects the way that you show up today and the life that you can live. Is it necessary? No. You can still create a lot of things, but it does miracles. Okay. If you're still with me, just type I'm with you. One more story to give another context to this, what I'm talking about, the purpose of things not working out, is financially. When I started doing really well financially, I became rich, and I became rich at a very young age. And the thing with me is, I was a people pleaser. And when I became rich at a very young age, people started taking my money for granted and saying, she'll buy it. Oh, we want to have this, she'll buy it. And I did not know how to say no to them because I people pleaser, I did not want to step on anyone's toes. So grudgingly, I would buy it. So because I couldn't tell them, hey, listen, there's some things I'd love to buy for you, some things I decide not to buy, instead of saying that and standing up for myself, I decided subconsciously to block the money from coming in. Because if the money is blocked, then I have a real excuse to give them as to why I cannot buy this thing for them this month. So instead of telling them, I just blocked the money. So I had a real excuse, and I did not know this consciously. So realized eventually, because I didn't want to buy for them, I was blocking the money. So I had an excuse to tell them. So instead, I unblocked the money by apologizing, forgiveness, forgiving myself and not knowing what I was doing, reconnecting with the love of money as in my love for abundance, and abundance is love for me. And I learned to keep boundaries with the people, and obviously change my energy so they didn't ask me that way before, like they did before. They no longer ask me for money the way that they did before, because I healed my resistance. When you heal your resistance to anybody or any situation, the situation and those people heal as well. That's again something we're going to discuss today. Did you learn something from those two stories? If yes, just type learned. That is the purpose of things not working out for us, is it gives us an inner view of what we need to let go of. Okay. All right. So I had a client who came up to me and said, Kartika, I have so many areas of my life to work on. I have relationship, I have health, I have fear, I have this, I have that, but I only have 24 hours a day. How am I going to do all of this? And everything is equally important. And if you are one of those people, rest easy. There is only one area of your life, and that is you. If you can, in this very moment, as you're watching me, if you can release the suffering you might be feeling, mental, emotional, physical suffering, and I'll show you how to do that, and change your vibration in this moment, all other areas of your life, it's like a ripple effect. It all begins with you and ends with you. You only sort out you. When you sort out yourself, everything else magically sorts itself out. You don't have to sit and fix everything else. Just sit with you right now. Change you and the world changes. Got it? Still with me? Just type I'm with you. Okay, now you may not trust me at this point, but we'll get to that point when it all makes sense. So healing is not far away from you. I want you to take your right hand and place it on your heart, and just notice that your heart is beating. You're not making your heart beat, yet your heart is beating. There is an intelligence, a grace that is living in your body, keeping you alive. Take your hand and touch your hair. You didn't grow this hair. Take your hand and touch your skin. You didn't regenerate these skin cells. There's an intelligence that is working in you. Grace is already here. It's not out there somewhere, universe, please listen to me. It's here already. You're not far away from the divine. You're not far away from the intelligence that is living through you and creating the life through you. Okay? In case you were feeling far disconnected, it's right here, not far away. So this intelligence is what you're going to work with to create that new destiny. So now let's get started to pillar number 1, 4 pillars of a perfect life. Secret number 1, 4 pillars of a perfect life. Take your notebook, put it as the title, chapter 1, 4 pillars of a perfect life. Let's get started. Remember that if you're trying to create a perfect life, just remember that law of attraction is working on your vibration, who you think you are. Am I worthy? Am I not worthy? Am I not worthy? I'm not worthy. I'm small. I'm Indian. I am this skin, that skin. Law of attraction is working on your vibration. Always remember that. Okay. So knowing this, here is the things you need to sort out. The first one, the first pillar is within you. You must tap into a love and harmony, a sense of love and harmony that already exists within you. You can tap into that. The truth, and I don't know how many of you have experienced this, but deep inside all of us, we're all love. We are all absolutely unconditional love. We've just been conditioned through our life experiences to be living through fear and or reacting through trauma, reacting through conditioning, responding through survival, and we've not really felt the love that already exists. There's a whole ocean of love that is inside of you. You've not experienced that, but it is there. Or maybe some of you have experienced that. So when you come to your life, when you show up in your life from your heart, from your love, if you can learn to sense that love, the whole reality that you experience begins to mirror the love from your heart, not intellectually trying to love things, truly genuinely feeling. It's like a love is like a Wi-Fi that is stuck here in your heart. The Wi-Fi signal that comes out of your heart creates a whole different version of reality than when you come intellectually. So again, teaching through story. So give you one story here to spare you too many stories. Is when I first came to not when I first came, when I was in Croatia, I lived for quite many years. For 5 years, I was going in and out. But then it was about last year that I really lived there for most of the year, and I got invited to a village party. Now, in case you may or may not know, my past is I was physically bullied throughout school, throughout college. I was hit, mud stuffed in my mouth, kicked in my stomach, broken glasses. I went through physical bullying, emotional bullying. So I lived my whole life feeling very separate from people and feeling less than people. So anytime I'd meet people, my first response was a social anxiety of whether they like me, whether I'm accepted, whether I'm good enough. That's my default response, fear. And I've done very well with that here in India. But when I came to Croatia, I got invited to a village party. And because in Croatia, I live in a village, not in the city. So I went for this village party. First time I'm meeting all these people. I opened the gate for one couple. They go through the gate. They don't look at me. They don't acknowledge me. And already I'm beginning to feel like they're phasing me out. I sit on the table. I try to make eye contact with the women. They're smoking. They're looking away. They're not trying to make contact with me. Again, I feel very separate from them. I try to play with the children, the baby has this reaction to me, and I'm like, what a racist child. I'm acting from survival, I'm acting from ego, from my past idea of who I am. I'm not good enough. So oh, what a racist baby. And then everyone's laughing at jokes, Croatian jokes, and you can't translate jokes into English. But nobody's translating also, and I'm just sitting there going, everyone is laughing, joining in this connected moment, and I'm completely not included. I'm separated. And the pain of feeling separate from other human beings and feeling alone is a heavy pain to bear. So I was very hurt by that experience. But then little sense dawned on me and I realized, see, reality is a reflection of my emotions. So little tough work to do, but I sat with my emotions over 3 days. I sat with the pain. I cried. I sat with the pain. I watched it. I breathed through it. I allowed it to come up. I felt so suffocated. I thought my heart would explode with the kind of pain that I was holding my throat because I hold pain in my throat. How many of you feel your emotions in your throat more than any other place? Right, for me, it was throat. So I sat through it and then I started calming down. And then I got invited for a party the following week, or maybe around a week or 2 weeks from then. Same people, nothing changed. Same people, but I decided I'm not going to go with my head and my past and I'm not good enough or whether they like me, don't like me. I'm going to be a fly on the wall and I'm going to bring my heart to the table. So I went there with my heart because your heart has a Wi-Fi, it's like a Wi-Fi signal that always changes the experience that you're having around. So I went with my heart, went on that table, and when the kids were playing, instead of seeing, oh, what racist children who are not even acknowledging me, I decided to absolutely fall in love with that vision of children laughing and playing. So I saw them laughing and playing, and I said, isn't this so wonderful that children are still laughing and playing? How wonderful that is. When everyone was laughing at the Croatian jokes, instead of saying, "Oh, no one's translating it to me," I started celebrating that. Isn't it so wonderful that these people are in happiness? They've come together as a community. There's still family here. Isn't that so beautiful? Human beings are happy here. I appreciate this. I celebrate this. So beautiful. So everything, small thing, when people were talking to each other, they were not talking to me. I started celebrating that. Isn't that awesome that people are having these beautiful conversations? And so my heart became like, instead of me being here, I came here and my heart started expanding. And then what happened? When your heart comes into the picture, life changes. People approached me. Just write this down. Your love is a magnet for more loving things. People started approaching me, asking me about my culture, where I come from, all of these things. We even had a dance at the end of that party. Everyone, that from that day onward, the relationship I had with those people was pure love. And you don't even want to know the levels of stuff they've done for me from love. Same people, different energy. Do you understand what I'm saying? Peace and harmony begins within. So I'm going to give you some practical tips here. Okay. So when we are loving, it's not an easy task because we are so full of trauma and things that have happened in our past. You can heal that and come into your heart. Okay, there is lots of ways to do that. When we come into the heart, we're no longer reacting from survival. My how I react to my husband is through survival. I have to protect myself. How I react towards money is survival. What if I react with love to everyone? So when we are loving, we are our true selves. So instead of reacting from survival, react from love. Find your heart, feel it. Okay, put it on the table and be a fly on the wall. Don't take everything personally to mean something. I'm not good enough. This means this. These people are like this. Silence that. Appreciate the beauty of the moment till your heart is in the table. When the heart is in the table, the vibration changes, and when vibration changes, since everything is vibrational, everything that appears is vibrational. The whole universe is vibrational. The reality you experience changes. Does anyone resonate or feel there's truth in what I say? If yes, just type truth in the chat. Okay, just type truth in the chat. So harmony begins with us first. Second pillar, love and harmony around us. So obviously, it's great if we are feeling all this love and we are bringing love onto the table. But is that the only pillar to a perfect life? Well, there's one more pillar, and that is when other people are also nice to us, right? When we're attracting a lot of love from people. So yes, the world is a mirror of our emotions. The more love we feel, the more forgiveness we have, the more change happens externally. So I'm going to give you some proofs of all of this. Is In June of 2019, I was working with a lady whose husband was not only addicted to drugs, he was also addicted to prostitution. He was bringing the prostitutes home, and there were two little boys of theirs at home who were watching this whole thing unfold. He was stealing from the wife, he was very hurtful towards her. And when she came to me for coaching, and this is usually why when women or men come to me, they come from this decision. They say, Kartika, help me make the decision. Do I stay in this marriage or do I leave the marriage? My advice always has been, let's work on the pain that you're feeling, because anytime you make a decision from pain, wherever you go in life, if you leave a company because of the upset you feel, you leave a bank because of the upset you feel, you leave a team because of the upset you feel, you leave a relationship, you leave any place, your office, because of the upset you feel, you carry the same upset into the next office, the next relationship, everything. So my job is to help people release the pain that they feel towards the situation, release the suffering, and then from that heart place, after the suffering is gone, my job is to get them into their heart and let their heart decide whether to stay or leave. Now, this woman, for 1 year, one full year, all we did, if you sat in on our one to one sessions, all we did was sit in stillness. We only dropped the pain that we were experiencing. Whatever pain came up because of this month's fight, last week's fight, he said this, he did that. We didn't work on changing him. We didn't do affirmations. We just sat with the pain that we were feeling. And as she started healing the pain, fast forward 20, about 2021, she told me. So let me go back. About 2021, she told me that her husband has gotten into a religious path on his own. He's gone to rehab. He's checked himself out. He has gotten out of the addictions and he is happy again, and their marriage is back to normal. Now, that's great news. But the true test of all of this work is whether they're still in that same place. So 2022 August, I did a follow up with her, and she said the same thing. Husband is on a religious path. He has changed. And she also says that he now was the same man that she married and he loves her unconditionally now. And they went traveling and all of that, just as she always desired to do. Now, this is a huge change, but she did not work on it externally. She worked on just herself. Now, she decided to stay in the marriage because the marriage healed. But we also have people like, let's say, Yasmin, who's also our student. You would have seen her interview. After she healed the pain body, all the emotions she felt towards her ex-husband, her husband at that time, she decided, after coming to peace, she decided to leave the marriage and take her kids. Now the thing is, this man who she was married to was horrible to her before and never helped them financially. When she left after healing, the same man, they have a beautiful relationship. He's the ex now, but they have harmony between them, and he's paying every expense of their children while she gets her life back on track. The point is, same man, completely different change. Anybody has experienced that? Heal yourself, heal the reality. If you have, just type I have experienced it. Another case study here, real quick, okay? Is a student of mine came to me in a lot of pain. She said, she's really in a lot of upset because she has this beauty parlor and she was renting it in one property. She was a tenant in the property for beauty parlor, and for some misunderstanding, the owners kicked them out and said, "We don't want to do business with people of your like." And there was some misunderstanding because she was with us in Bangalore meet and greet, and she didn't take the call. They got offended and they chucked her out, and she couldn't reason with him at all, and she had fear to even talk to him. So she did Ho'oponopono. She started healing herself with Ho'oponopono. And I told her, okay, you change the way you see this person. Come from love. Try to understand the person instead of labeling him as the problem. Don't shoot the messenger. Listen to the message. What is in me that's reflecting this? Do the Ho'oponopono. Send him love. Change the way you see this guy. Now, pretty much during the same time, let's say within like that week or so, she said, okay, 2 hours. Miracle happens in 2 hours. Is a lady approaches her husband and they find this property that's perfect for them and in their budget range, which is great for her beauty parlor. But at the same time, 24 hours later, or less than 24 hours later, the same people who were trying to kick her out suddenly magically changed and came and apologized as if nothing had happened and said it was just a misunderstanding. We'd love for you to stay and rent with us. So now she has two places that she had to decide with. Did not work externally. How many of you have tried this? Let's say with your husband and wife, you keep telling them hundreds of times to do something, to understand this, try this, do so hundreds of times. They won't do it. They just don't change. You're tired of trying it externally, try it internally. Okay? There's a magic in healing your energy. Anybody still with me? Let me check. Okay, yes. Even after he proved, yeah, to a good person. Okay, I hope you guys can still hear me. Okay, all right, continuing to move into the next thing. So, what do we really do? Okay, 1 second, my screen turned blue. Did it turn blue for you guys also? Oh, no, okay, it's fine. No. So, what do you do? Practical tips to take home and do right now. Take notes. We're all human. We've all got transgressions. We're all going to say something, do something that's going to upset someone, or someone's going to say something and do something that's going to upset us. We're not robots, okay? So instead of ruining that relationship, there are beautiful ways to heal it. One of them is before sleeping tonight. If there's anybody in your reality with whom you have some sort of lack of harmony, some fight has happened or some misunderstanding, something where there's a lack of harmony. Take time today before sleep to send them love. Because whatever they said, did not say, is not personal. People never try to, whatever they say to us is not about us. Nobody knows you, nobody knows me enough to say an accurate insult about us. Okay. Whatever they insulted was themselves. They insulted their own idea of you or their idea of who they think you are. Nobody insulted you. So let's take a moment at night to send them love. I'll give you a little story again here. Is when I came to Croatia first time, there was a girl who knew English. My husband also knows English, but they would only talk in Croatian while I'm standing right there. Now they both speak English. I speak English. I don't speak Croatian. But they're talking in Croatian the whole time and excluding me from the whole thing. How do you imagine I felt in the moment? So every time she would come, I would end up picking a fight with my husband saying, "What? Why would you guys only speak in Croatian?" And he's like, "I did not know how to, I understood from his perspective. Why did she do that?" So I started feeling this resentment towards her. Again, world is a reflection of my energy. So every time she would come, it would get even worse. So one day I said, "Kartika, enough of drama. Let's sit down and heal." So I healed the way I felt about her. I had all this upset. I sat with that pain. I watched it. I did Ho'oponopono. I came to a state of calm. Then I sat and I sent her loving thoughts. I said, I appreciate you so much for dropping us to the airport, for picking us up. I appreciate you so much for making that dish for lunch. I appreciate you so much for, actually giving me an opportunity to heal this, because she's not the problem. It's my feelings of I'm not good enough that keeps getting triggered, and I manifest these people to keep making me feel like I'm not good enough. So thank you. I appreciate you for helping me heal another layer of this. I love you. Thank you. So when I sent her love, the next morning she sent me a message herself, which I've never seen her do before. She sent me a message saying, "Last night, your thoughts were coming into my mind. Would love to hang out with you. Can we hang out today?" She came over to the house and we had the most bonding, beautiful experience. Like we were talking like the world did not exist. We were connected at a heart to heart level. Same person, same people, just vibrationally different. Try this with you have nothing to lose. There's a free webinar. Just try it at home. Send loving, positive thoughts till you feel it in your heart. Okay? Because we are all energetically connected. Next one, next practical guidance to do. If you're at home and there are some sort, or you're with somebody and there's some lack of harmony, internally practice the word peace and harmony. Just chant it, peace and harmony. When you chant the word peace and harmony, you start feeling it. Words are spells. You start feeling peace and you start feeling harmony. When you are relaxed in the presence of difficult people change, not the other way around. Not you're nice to them, but upset, you're very upset inside. No, you settle down the upset. You allow it so much to teach in so little time. You allow the upset to be there and you breathe through it and you settle yourself down, and then you will notice that they're different as well. So keep chanting peace and harmony. I have a story here, but I don't have time, so I'll move on to the next one. Actually, I'll tell you the story. So the story is I was with this person for a while, and every time there was some miscommunication, some misunderstanding, some lack of harmony. And when this person was coming to India to visit me, I was scared that there's going to be a conflict again. So my whole journey to the airport, I kept saying peace and harmony, peace and harmony. Between us, it's peace and harmony. When they came into the car, peace and harmony. When they were talking, peace and harmony. They were here for 3 weeks. That whole 3 weeks, it was peace and harmony, and levels of harmony that I never experienced with that person before. Internal energy. Okay, try it out at home. No, I'm not selling you anything. I'm just saying try it out at home. Okay, good. So next one, Ho'oponopono or pain body meditation. Any EFT, anything that helps you change your emotions towards somebody will help the way that they change towards you. Start looking for what you like about the person instead of saying, "Oh, this is the problem, this is the problem, they're never like this, they're always like this." Put that in the dustbin for 2 minutes, because your energy creates the way that they appear to us. So instead, calm yourself and start celebrating things about them. "Oh, I love that they showed up for lunch today. I love that they said something nice today." Anything, bring love back onto the table of your relationships. Anyone who's going to try this, just type, "I'm going to do this." What do I love about this person, like about this person? This will shift your vibration, which will shift your energy, okay, and the world that you attract. Just try. Okay, pillar number 3. Let's see, are you guys going to try this? Video stuck. Team is okay. Everything okay? Yeah, everything is okay. So if it's from my side, I will let you know. If it's not from my side, it's from your side. So you'll have to go and reset your internet. Okay. Good. Try it out. Love feels amazing. So why not just experience, put yourself back in that loving state a little bit more in your life. Pillar number 3, manifesting in all areas of your life. So I want to take a case study of one of our students, Mukesh. Mukesh is here today. Mukesh, if you're here, just type, Hi in the chat. If you're not here and you're watching on replay, type hi in the chat. Okay. So let's say hi to Mukesh in the chat. Now, Mukesh is a student of ours who came for a program called 90 Day Abundance. Now, within that 90 days, he manifested 12 crores in his business. Now, let me say that again so it settles. 12 crores. 12 crores. If you're not from India, that's a huge amount of money. Okay. That's nearly a little more, it's nearly about $1.7 million or something like that in 90 days. Now, one of his techniques, and this is something I want you to practice at home, is 108 times. Now, he does it 108 times. Personally, what I understand is the more you do it, the more energy you build. Is 108 times he would say to his, let's say there's a high ticket client that he wants to close in his business, which means he wants to get business from a high ticket client. He would say, I love Mr. XYZ, and Mr. XYZ loves me. Now, if you do that 108 times, your heart is going to come onto the table. You're going to feel a loving bond between you and that person. You can do this with money, you can do this with clients, you can do this with a perfect healthy body, you can do this with a healthy relationship. I love this person loves me. I love this person loves me. I love this money loves me. I love this health loves me. 108 times till you feel the vibration like jittering all about you. That's a vibrational change which changes the way you manifest things in your life. Okay, so how to manifest in other areas of your life, practical tips to take home today. Take a screenshot right now of this alignment slide. Just take a screenshot because this is what you're going to do. Usually at the end of this webinar, I'll get in the Q&A segment, people will ask, how can I manifest success for my exams? How can I manifest this for this? It's all in this one slide. So take a screenshot. I don't want anyone asking in the Q&A how to manifest something because it's all in this one slide. So for you to manifest something, law of attraction, you have to get in alignment with it, which means if it is in this level, you have to also be in the same level as it. That's called alignment. Okay, it's on the same line. You can't be asking for a lot of money and financial freedom, but you feel you are good for nothing. Not in the same line. You have to raise up to the level of what you're asking for. So, the first way in which you do this is you get very clear on what it looks like and feels like for you to have what you want. This is called law of assumption in law of attraction, right? I assume the feeling or the wish fulfilled and what it looks like. So if it is financial freedom, I see myself having, being in this beautiful house. I look outside the window, I see this beautiful car, I see, this check lying in my drawer for a beautiful, donation I'm going to do to the charity. I see what it looks like and I feel this feeling of gratitude, right? So make a clear description of that. Then sometimes we don't feel the emotion. How many of you know have been there? You know what it looks like, but I can't feel the emotion. So then you make a list of why is this possible in this universe for such a thing to happen? Why is it possible that I might actually become financially free? Because housewives are the richest people right now, because housewives have time to do all of these amazing things on the internet, because housewives have so much of time and space to meditate and align themselves. As a housewife, you can make a lot of money, right? So why is it possible for me? Or why is it possible for my business? Whatever, right? Why is it possible? Make lists. Why am I worthy? Why do I deserve this amazing health or financial freedom? I deserve it because with this financial freedom, I'm going to live the life God intended me to have. That's why I'm worthy. With this financial freedom, I get to love so many people and add to their abundance. That's why I'm worthy. So you write reasons why I'm worthy. Then the emotions towards the desire will come. Then, assuming I have this perfect health, perfect relationship, perfect finances, what am I loving about having this? Well, I love the feeling. Let's say it's perfect relationship. I love the feeling of being cuddled. I love the feeling of amazing conversations. I love the feeling of feeling so much joy in my heart when I look at this person. Love, 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 love vibrations. This feeling of love that takes over you heals so much. How many of you agree that love is a healing force? Okay. So, what do I love about having all this money, this relationship, this perfect life? Oh, I love this feeling of grace. I love this feeling of ease. I love this. I love this. I love this. This love is such a beautiful vibration of attracting things that match the vibration of love. Okay. Then, fifth one, making lists. of why is this my reality? Why is it true for me that I am a money magnet? Why is it true for me that I have this beautiful relationship? Why is it true for me that I'm the healthiest person ever? It's true for me because, and make one any reason that comes up in your mind, because I'm the loving child of the universe, because as I come into love, love attracts great things. Any reasons, make lists. Keep making lists, because the more lists you have, the more you convince yourself that you have this desire. The more you convince yourself that you have something, the law of attraction will bring it to you. Law of attraction brings you immediately. The point is, you are not convinced that it's yours. That's why there's a mismatch. When you convince yourself, the law is inevitable. Understood? Are you still with me? If you're with me, just type with you. Okay, so make list. Why am I this amazing healthy person? Okay, and just whatever comes to mind, make list. Sixth one, statement of increase. Every day, no, again, you don't have to do this every day. Whatever, whichever point resonates with you, do that point. Is write a page of a statement that represents what you want. So let's say you want money. Your statement could be, I am now living in an overflow of money. And then after that statement, close your eyes and see, if I was living in an overflow of money, what would I feel? I'd feel really appreciative. Okay, so finish that sentence. I live in an overflow of money and I feel so appreciative. Again, next line, same thing. I live in an overflow of money. Close your eyes, see yourself doing other things that you do with all this money. How do I feel? Oh, I feel so grateful. Okay, and I feel so grateful. Again, next line, same thing. Keep, so when you write a page, you've spent a whole page visualizing and feeling the essence of that reality, and that is what puts you in alignment with attracting it. How many of you are going to do this? Let me know in the chat. Just type, I'm going to do it. Okay. These are things that people have paid lots of money to us to learn. You're getting it in a free class. Don't take it as just another class. Practice it. You have nothing to lose, everything to gain, because it's fun to feel good. So why not feel good? Okay. Final seventh one is the most important one, is change how you see yourself. Your concept of self is almost 100%, almost 99% of the results you get, which is a big thing, because most people will come and do law of attraction techniques. They'll align themselves to money, they'll align themselves to great things, but they'll stay the same. They're the same old Savitri who is feeling that she's not good enough. She's the same old, but she wants a successful business. She's visualizing it, but she's the same. She's not seen herself as the money giant, herself as a successful entrepreneur, herself as a woman of her dreams. She's not seen herself that way. She's staying the same, not in alignment. We have to put ourselves in the same line, right? So practice seeing yourself as this whole new version who can rock it at your business, at your relationship. I am this beautiful. It's like, just say, my love is so strong that everyone who comes to me loves me. Anything like that to change how you see yourself. Okay. So changing your self concept is important. And finally, send love to your desire and see your desire having arms, hugging you back, loving you back. Okay. This is another way to get in alignment. So if it's a big number of money, see arms coming out of the big number of money and hugging you, and you're hugging the money and you're feeling the love, because love changes everything. You still with me? If you're with me, just type with you. If you find value in this slide, just type valuable, take screenshot. This is the same thing you'll do with your exam success, seeing yourself in the position that you want. Same thing. Okay, same thing. All right, let's jump in to pillar number 4 of a perfect life. And this one is divine trust and surrender. Okay, okay, good. So, divine trust and surrender is, it's not an activity that you do, that I will do this thing in order to be surrendered to the universe, allowing the universe to do. See, the universe is the one who figures out how it's going to happen. Our job is only to figure out what we want and why we want it. Our job is not to figure out how, because we don't know. We don't know enough of what is possible to figure out how such a thing can happen. So we surrender it to the universe. So, story time again. I we Many of us in the personal development industry, we take everything into our shoulders, right? I have to manifest, I have to manifest, I have to heal, I have to. We don't leave anything to grace, we don't leave anything to the universe to do. We'll take it all upon ourselves because we don't trust the universe to do anything for us. We'll do it. Okay, so I was one of those people. So I needed, I'm a coach. I work on people. I do inner child healing for them. I do pain body healing for them. I basically work on healing people and manifesting their desire. But what about myself? When it comes to my own blind spots, I can't coach myself. I need a coach to be able to walk me through the process. So I hired a coach. So I'm sitting with a coach and we're just sitting with the emotions that I feel in my body. So, I had a little bit of emotions in my throat, I had a little heaviness in my chest, I had some feelings in my stomach. And we were just practicing mindfulness, just soft gaze, accepting everything as perfect, all sensations, all emotions. We were watching it. And there was a happiness also in the background because I'd just done my alignment work an hour before the coaching session. So I also felt this happiness in the background. And suddenly, as I started feeling that happiness, it started becoming, I started feeling love from the bottom of my stomach. I mean, a few inches below my belly button, I started feeling this radiation of love. And then it got intense. And I started freaking out. I said, this is scaring me. Like, what is this intense feeling of love that I'll go cuckoo, I'll go mad if I start feeling this is not normal levels of love. I'm feeling so much of emotion just overwhelming me, and it started wanting to take over me, and I started panicking, and I was holding my leg down from feeling this. I was holding my muscles so I don't feel this kind of love. But if you've read anything in your spiritual text, it says let go and allow the experience to happen. So I said, okay, if I don't if my personality, if I go crazy after this, okay, I'll just let it happen. The love enveloped me. When the love enveloped me, I felt this expansive feeling, like there was no edge to me, edge to the chair. I was expansive. I felt this way many times before in my meditation, but I felt it again. But this time, an image came to my mind where I was sitting on a jhula. Now, jhula in Hindi, it means like a swing, but not like a swing in the park. When babies, it's like a crib for babies. In India, many people put cloth, I was sitting on this cloth crib, and I was just rocking back and forth in a very calm place. And on my left, it was an image. I'm not saying this is the truth of the universe. It was an image in my head. On the left, there was this divine mother, and on the right, there was a divine father. And Divine Mother was taking all of this pain that I was feeling in my body, the sensations of, emotion stuck here, there. She was busy, taking it as though there was a golden plate in front of her and all my emotions were there. She was busy taking it out, just releasing it and healing me. I was not the one healing. I was just sitting present in the journey, just showing her what needs to be healed by staying present with those feelings in my body. And on the other side, Divine Father was busy on like a workshop. He's busy doing this, that, because he's busy manifesting the things I had told him I wanted in my life because I had just done my alignment work. So he is busy getting all the things, arranging the people, getting things done. I'm not doing anything. I'm just watching the divine parents take over. And in that moment, I realized it wasn't all that weight was not on my shoulder to change my life. My job was to hand over the blueprint. What is the clarity I'm giving to the Divine Father to get it done? And what is the stuff going on in me, the emotions that I'm handing over to Divine Mom to release it? Pressure was not on me. They were the ones doing it this whole time, and my ego thought it's me who's doing it. It's like Ho'oponopono. You're not the one cleaning. There's a divine cleaning it. So that state of realizing I'm just in for the ride and the divine parents have taken over, that is the state of surrender. Does anyone follow me still in this story? So surrender, then I realized, was not an act. Surrender was a knowing that your divine intelligence, divine universe force, God, Krishna, anything, whatever, is the one taking over. Trust that force to deliver. You're not the one who's taking in that all that pressure. You relax, and the more relaxed you are, the more surrendered you are. So if you're not relaxing every day, taking time to relax, the less surrendered you are. And when you're not surrendered, the universe can't do anything because it works on your free will. When you're surrendered and you're relaxed, universe can take over and make things happen for you in ways that you cannot imagine. That is surrender. Got it? Okay, so usually in this guided, sorry, usually, okay. Usually in this webinar, we do a guided meditation. I don't have time for it right now because we've gone a little late, but if you want to have that guided meditation, send us an email. I'll give you my email ID towards the end. Send us an email so that we can send you that meditation and you can try it out at home as well. Okay, or if you're ever coming to study with us in our academy, we will do it practically live together in a live class. Okay, now let's jump in quickly to secret number 2, which is pillars of an imperfect life. So I'll rush through this really quickly, but reminding you again, tattoo it on your arm. Law of attraction works on my vibration, not just the happy thoughts I have in the morning and then the rest of the day I go into suffering on my vibration. So the pillars of an imperfect life, rushing through them right now, but just take a screenshot here for a moment because I will explain them really quickly. Take a screenshot. Okay, the first one, what makes our lives imperfect is judgment and resistance, which means this is bad, these people are bad, I don't like this, I don't want this in my life. This energy that you give towards people. So, first one, judgment plus resistance towards other people in your life. These people are bad, this lady is like this, he's a narcissist, blah, 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 gana, 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 all that energy you put out. This situation sucks, this life sucks, my hair is falling, all the resistance you give creates suffering. And when suffering is created in the body, that's the vibration. And when law of attraction works on the vibration of suffering, it will expound the suffering, it'll make it even more intense. You'll feel it's too much pain to hold in a single body, but it will also attract situations that keep bringing you back to that same familiar feeling of suffering. Same different people, same feeling. How many of you understand what I'm saying or relate to it? So, when you're upset, you're suffering, your mind will then think of every reason why you should be suffering. This is not working out, this happened in my past, no one loves me, and it'll keep expounding the suffering. But law of attraction works on vibration. So, the more suffering we have, the more we attract things that vibrate in that frequency of suffering. So, learning to accept everything as perfect part of that big thing. You don't know the big picture. So nothing is bad. Whatever you're going through right now, as you're healing and moving deeper into your journey to a perfect life, and when a bump comes, instead of spending so much energy judging and resisting the bump, instead learn from it, do something. There are three choices in every situation. You either accept everything is perfect in this moment, and from that acceptance comes change. The change only comes when you accept everything is perfect. There's a reason why, there's a lesson here. Accept there's a role this is playing. I find peace in this moment. When I find peace, I accept everything in this moment is perfect, then there's space for change. But when I don't accept it and I keep going into absolute suffering about it, you get stuck. Same vibration, you get stuck. Okay? So, acceptance, understanding, compassion for people, situations, and yourself. Okay? Don't judge. Accept everything is perfect in this moment, because in the large scheme of things, this has a great role to play. I just don't know what the role is right now, so I'm not going to judge it as a bad thing that is happening. Okay, there's more to say about this one slide. We have courses that's trained for years just on this one slide. Okay, so I can't explain everything, but I hope you're getting the gist. Pillar number 2 is carrying trauma. Coping with and carrying the traumas that you've experienced in the past into every new day. You don't know that you're doing it consciously. You think you've forgiven, you've forgotten, you've not. That whole energy is living in your cells, living in your body, deteriorating you. Which person in your life is worth you deteriorating your health? You don't even realize all that unforgiveness, all that non-processed emotions affect your vibration, your destiny, the energy that the vibration of your body, your health. Learn to work through your traumas, learn to work through tough emotions and memories, so there's no longer pain associated with your past, and there is peace. When there's peace in your past, your future is peaceful, unrecognizable. Okay. Pillar number 3 of an imperfect life is making meaning. We make meaning out of everything. Something doesn't work out, it means that God doesn't like us. It means that life is gone to hell. It means that I have bad karma. It means that I'm not meant to have this. None of the meaning is not written anywhere. It's us who's creating meaning, and we're living through that meaning. We're seeing everything through that meaning. I'm not good enough. Life is not fair. Nothing works out for me. We've given that meaning. There's a billion things working out for us, but we don't see that, because we only see that things are not working out for us. So we give meaning, and law of attraction works on that. So I'll give you another story here. Is when I was moving out of my parents' house to live alone for the very first time, and never lived away from my family. I didn't know how to cook, I didn't know how to clean, nothing. My dad and my brother dropped me at that house. 10 minutes in, after they left, I walk into the bathroom of this apartment that I was living, and the water was slippery and soapy from the previous tenants who had lived there. I slipped so hard on that water and I fell so hard that I was vibrating on the floor. Now, if I made meaning out of that, plenty of ways my mind can spin a story. This means that the house is it's a bad sign. Don't live in this house. The evil spirit in this house. This means I'm not meant to live alone. This means I'm not capable. This means I'm a klutz. I'm just, I cannot live in this house. I'll never survive here. Luckily, mindfulness student did not make any meaning. I accepted everything as it is, which means seeing things as it is. Soap plus water equals slippery, slippery plus feet equals fall. Normal. Did not make meaning. Ended up thriving in that apartment until the lockdown. Because when there was no food coming in, so I had to move back. But I was thriving. I made my first $1 million in that house. I cooked, I learned all these things, and I loved living by myself there. So did not make meaning. So if you stop making meaning, you can actually reach some experiences that you otherwise would stop yourself from if you make too much meaning out of life. Pillar number 4, seeing everything through the narrative that things don't work out for me. I'm not good enough. All of this affects the way that reality appears to you. The science has now shown us that every time you remember a memory, you tweak it, you add your creativity to it, and you never accurately remember anything that has ever happened to you. So, when we go back into our past, we see our past in a whole different way, and therefore we see our present in a whole different way through some story that we've told ourselves. And that affects no matter what happened in your life, it doesn't matter in this moment. This moment is a fresh moment to live whatever you want. Why does it matter? Start again. Act as though you were just born. It's your first day on planet Earth, and see life through fresh lens. Meet people as though it's the first time you're ever meeting them. That will change your vibration. Will change the way that you experience reality. There's a lot more to this. That's why we have academy courses. So if you end up resonating with this and want to study with us further, stay tuned because I'll give you an opportunity to do that as well. But for now, let's continue. Pillar number 5, we're already far beyond our timing, so I'm just going to rush. Projection and shame deflection. This is one of the biggest ways in which our lives get ruined. And I'll explain this. We saw ourselves from the way other people reacted to us when we were kids. So if other people reacted to us in less than kind and loving ways, if they criticized us, jumped at us, shouted at us, scolded at us, we started creating our image of us based on how everyone else treated us. And because the world only reacts through their level of consciousness, we didn't get a good fair shot at all. Mother was angry, father was angry, something, and we started seeing ourselves as not good enough. Now, that's not an accurate picture of who you are. And I give this example all the time, which I learned from Tail Swan. Is if you take a horse is beautiful, strong, can run fast. You take a horse to a car dealership. I don't know who needs to hear this message, but listen carefully. If you take a horse to a car dealership, cars are so much faster, fancy, can do so many things. To a car salesman, the horse is valueless. He's useless to that car salesman. And if that horse lived his whole life with that car salesman, he'll live his whole life thinking he's not good enough. He has no value. He's a piece of crap. Bring the same horse to a bondsman. Somebody who needs a horse, who sees the value in a horse. That horse will live his whole life thinking he's amazing, he's valuable. Horse does not change. The value of the horse never changed. It's just the environment was different. Just because anyone in your past, in your environment said something that made you feel not good enough, someone rejected you or something else happened, does not mean that it was an accurate picture of who you are. Your value always remains perfect and it always remains the same. It cannot go down. Who needed this message? So, if you feel you're not good enough because of something, there's someone out there who will prove to you you're perfect just the way you are right now. And that someone out there starts with you. You prove to yourself you're perfect right now. Instead of 1,000 thoughts of am I good enough, you're perfect right now. And when you realize that, the world opens up. But when you're insecure, the world shows you your insecurities. Anyone still with me? Okay, so you'll have to request the meditation. Okay, so now I'm gonna run pillar number 6. Obviously, thinking you're a victim and not a creator. You are God. You are God living in human experience. If God has no limitations, neither do you. We may be limited by certain physical properties and all that. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about putting a hand through a wall, even though there are monks who've done that, although even that is possible for us. But I'm talking about life in general. You can create and you can live unbelievable levels of perfection in your life. Okay? Okay. Pillar number 7, not utilizing the power of now. So, the now, the present moment, firstly, is the only moment that exists because past and future are just um, phantoms living in your head. They're just ghosts. They don't exist. Nothing has happened yet, and whatever happened in the past doesn't is not sitting next to you. It's only one moment. But this moment has the potential to change everything. What you decide today makes a whole difference in the future. But what you choose to vibrate at in this moment, which means if you're in anxiety and hurt and pain and suffering, kiss it, love it, hug it, breathe with it, accept it. And when you accept it, it has the space to leave. And when it leaves your body, you're in peace. And when you're in the vibration of peace, you can now change and create anything you want or continue to be in peace and experience a world that reflects the peace within you. It's like that Yashodhara story. Yashodhara was lost in the forest. There were bandits and robbers coming her way, but she was so pure within. There was not a shred of judgment or negative thought in her head towards anybody. She was so pure that the bandits changed and helped her out of the forest. That is to change the world within to change the world outside. But it all begins with your vibration in this moment. Utilize this moment instead of wasting your time thinking about past and future. Be here in the now. Heal what you feel here in your body right now and get to a peaceful state now. Okay? So reminding you in every situation you have three options: accept it, drop resistance to it. Okay, accept it is this too will have its meaning in my grand story that is unveiling. And anytime I go through suffering, I think one day this is going to make a great story for a great webinar that's going to change someone's life. So picture abhi baki hai, okay? Accept, drop resistance. Second, do something about it. Go call the cops, find something, go to NGOs, call a lawyer, figure something out, go do something. You don't have to sit there taking everything. Or third, leave. Leave the situation. But suffering a situation is totally not one of the options. So, how do we create a perfect life? Just take a screenshot here. I'm going to run through it. For the next 111 days, change who you are because you have to be on the same line as what you're asking for. So, forgiveness, healing, you're no longer the victim, okay, you're the creator, completely changing how you see yourself, loving yourself, finding that love within yourself. So, basically, showing up as love on the table of your life. This is how I'm going to be, okay, it's love. Change who you are. Actually, kind of discover who you naturally are, which is love, which is pure consciousness, which is pure divinity. Find that person within you. Change the way you see other people. Stop labeling everyone as a narcissist and try to understand. Hurt people hurt other people. It has nothing to do with you. Love them, understand them. Be human. Have compassion. Change your vibration. Okay? Magnetize yourself. Go through that alignment slide. I had asked you to take a screenshot. Go through that. Align yourself to all areas of life. What do I love about having this? Why is it possible? Why is this my reality? Do those lists. Spend time in stillness every day. This is a daily activity. The more relaxed you are, the more you let the universe create magic for you. The less relaxed you are, the more you get in the way. So universe is waiting for you to relax. When you relax, you're like, oh, they're like, okay, now I can take over and do all the magic. But the more you're like, universe is waiting, So universe only works through you. So the more upset you are, the more agitated you are, the more your reality is agitated. The more calm you are, the more your reality reflects the calmness. Practice over time. World is a mirror of your emotions. Keep cleaning. Love your emotions, embrace them, hug them, breathe through them, let them release through your breath. Find your stillness, find your peace. The world will then reflect that peace. And of course, there is only one moment but several dimensions, which means in this moment, anything you ever want exists as a frequency, as an emotion. The more you assume that emotion of what you want in this moment, as though you have it, law of assumption, the more you'll pull it into your life. This is the crux of what you'll do over the next 111 days. So now, how many of you are feeling like this? Hi Daya. What did I get myself into? I have very little time to explain so much that happens over such a long period of time. I personally, my students, we don't do this in like 3, 4 days. We work through this over a year, over 111 days, over time. Okay, so don't overwhelm yourself. If this is you, just type this is me. Usually at this point, I go into a surrender meditation, but we don't have time. So just send us an email, and over the next couple of days, we will send you the surrender meditation to do. Okay. Or if you end up joining us in our academy, we will do the surrender meditation together is in our classes. So, my question to you now, at the end of this whole dance that we've done over the last nearly 90 minutes, how many of you realize that just coming to this webinar and just taking this information and not doing anything about it is not going to make a big difference? How many of you realize that? Just if I realize it, don't treat it as just another webinar, okay? And how many of you realize that having a coach who can guide you through how to do each of these things will benefit you in your life? If you realize that, just like I realized that having a coach will help me to actually, instead of kind of reinventing the wheel and going out there and trying to understand how to learn forgiveness, how to do this, how to do that, one coach can guide you through the whole process, and to end that would be beneficial for you. If yes, just step. I realize that. Now, if I have your permission, and I will not do this without permission, if I have your permission, can I tell you how I can hold your hand over the next 111 days to master everything you've learned thus far? If I have your permission, just type permission, and then I'll tell you what we have to offer to you, what is coming up here with the Academy, Synchro Shakti Academy, to handhold you, like literally handhold you. 111. So if I have permission, just type permission. So I'm just Yes, okay, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. So let me just introduce you to what is happening in the academy. Now you're totally open to join. This is not open for everybody. It's just a selective crowd. So if you just choose to take what you've learned in the webinar, great. But if this is for you, listen up. So I want to introduce everybody to the most brand new program that has come out of this academy called Healy Fest. So this is a mix of healing and manifestation. This is the first time where we've mixed it together. So healing plus manifestation, it's a live program. These are 5 a.m. classes. Don't worry if you cannot wake up at 5 a.m. You have recordings that you can access as well. These happen 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. Indian Standard Time. This is why I'm not in Croatia right now. I just got married, but I came to India to do these classes over 111 days. We do have a Christmas break, so don't worry. There's one break that you get in between. But then after that, again, we continue every day. The whole point of this course is to master what you learned today to create that perfect life. So all the 4 pillars of a perfect life and healing the 7 pillars of an imperfect life. There is only one batch of this program. We're only doing it once. Why? Because I'm moving to Croatia. I have residence there. I cannot do 5 a.m. classes anymore. So there's only one batch of this program. These are process-based sessions, which means we do the work together in class. So if you were to come to me one-to-one, I would do the work. I'll solve your problem. It's the same thing we're doing in class. That's why I said we're looking for a niche audience. People are really willing to undo a lot of their stuff, okay, in class. There is question and answer at the end of every session, so no question will be gone unseen because this is a private inner circle of students. It's not open for everybody to come. It's only for people who really resonate with this kind of healing and manifestation work. Replays are available. You have lifetime access to the replays. This is based on LIF, which is our Living in Freedom course, but it's not the same content. It's also based on MMMC, which is our manifestation course, and it's not the same content. It's a unique blend of where healing and manifestation meets in our daily regular lives. So how do I show up to my husband? How do you show up to your husband, to your wife, to your colleagues, to your bosses, to your job, to money? How do I show up with that love? That's the practical practice that we are doing as a result of these classes. There are 48 live classes, so it's not for the like people are dabbling. This is serious. 48 live classes of healing and manifestation. So 72 hours of healing and manifestation done over 48. And there are 48 days of self-work as well. So this is very recommended for those of you who want to master your happiness and your destiny, especially those of you who are in a lower state of vibration. This will pull you up. It improves your relationships, it attracts new amazing relationships, improves your health. So this is basically all my knowledge put into one place, one course. So it's not separate courses where they're different things. This is everything in one course. So it has all areas of life included: finances, health, relationships, healing your past, healing your present, healing your future. So anytime there's pain and suffering, you'll know how to clear through that. Improves your career because there's grace now. You'll see new things appear that you did not know before. Improves your mental health and stress. If you've seen our academy success on different courses, and I imagine all of that, not the same content, like brand new fresh content, but the essence in a new course that goes much deeper. Not recommended for overnight results, although it is highly possible and it happens. But I don't want you to come with this mindset of over the next 3 days of the 111 days, I'm going to have the perfect life. It happens. But I want you to build a foundation in 111 days. No attracting of your ex, attracting your crush, none of that we deal with here. Okay. I want someone to love you naturally. I don't want you to rack your brain and try to manipulate someone to love you. I want the love to come without you having to put an effort. Know about nothing about changing physical appearance. Here we're all about loving ourselves the way that we are naturally created here on earth. And this is not for someone who doesn't want to do healing. Okay, so we are doing healing in this program: healing with NLP, healing with mindfulness, healing with forgiveness, healing with several inner child healing. All kinds of healing is in this course. Outside, in my competitors are doing similar courses for 90 days to 111 days, but they're charging 2.5 lakhs. Just to let you know, the difference here is I'm not charging 2.5 lakhs, but this is similar courses are happening outside. Maybe not in the way I teach it or my life experiences, but they are. But this is the price tag that's outside. You're not paying this here. Now, this course is designed for people who also struggle with consistency because I'm going to pay one person. I said that correct. I'm going to pay one person every 45 days who was the most consistent. So, if you're the most consistent, you run into a contest and one person is chosen on the first 45 days of being consistent with doing Healy Fast. I pay you $250. The second month, I pay you $500. And the third month, I pay you $1,000. That means you actually get your money back. You don't have, basically, it's like you work on yourself and you win a chance to get your money back. There is an attendance form you will fill at the end of every session that will then be fed into the contest for those who are the most consistent. But this attendance form will only be live over 24 hours. So it will disappear. So, point is, you need to make sure that you do the session every day in order to qualify for the contest and win up to $1,000 in cash prizes. This is just to pull up your motivation to keep staying consistent. You also get a community. Now, I'm not active on any community right now of any of our academy communities. I've removed myself from most of them, but we're starting a fresh new community where I'm there 24. I sleep. When I'm not sleeping, when I'm awake, I'm there the whole time to get any guidance that you have, any questions. We have amazing discussions in Telegram groups. So you do tremendous PhD and living deeply fulfilling lives here. You make friends for life. We have in our academy Telegram groups, people have made friends for life. Brother, people have met each other, married each other from our communities as well. So there's a lot of beauty that happens in our communities, and you get part of a new Healy Fest community as part of this. I don't sell this separately, but if I was to, just for you to be in this group without you even paying, participating, just by you gaining the information from our discussions, I would charge you 10,000 rupees if you were to buy it. But I'm not selling this to you, it comes as a part of your package in joining Healy Fest. Again, this is something that is offered to no other course. We have personalized emails. That means not my team, no one else but me is reading your emails and is responding to your emails within 48 hours. I offer this to no other course but HealyFast, only because HealyFast requires a level of commitment from your side where you will have questions, and only it's personal stuff. Only I will be seeing it and responding and guiding you through different situations in your life. This is private, but only offered to this one course. Obviously, if you were to email me even a few times over 111 days, it's so much of effort from my side to read through all those stories and kind of guide you through. I would charge you 30,000, but I'm not charging you here. It comes as a part of your membership to HealyFast. Now, this is the best part of your membership to HealyFest, and this is Audibles. So, the science is that people are very excited when they come for live classes. They feel on top of the world. But after the class is over, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours into the day, their vibration swoops back down because they have some sort of lack of harmony with what's happening in their reality. So my job is I can be there with you in the live class, but I have to be there with you even the rest of the day. So I record these 30-minute or 15 to 20, 30-minute audibles where I go deep into each concept that we've dealt with in the class that you will listen to during the day. So when you're cooking, you don't have to, but you can. When you're cooking, when you're cleaning, when you're driving, when you're getting ready, you're listening to me talk about these concepts, which is going to root you into the teaching and keep you steadfast and not get lost in all the noise that comes with our day to day life. These are requestable, so you can all request Kartika. So that's why I said it's an exclusive inner circle. I cannot take everybody, but you can request and say, Kartika, I want you to talk about this topic in detail. I will make that for you, and you can download these and listen. So there's a beautiful story here of from our 90-day abundance course. They also had audibles. The one lady was playing these audibles in the car, and her driver would be listening to these audibles, and he was so mesmerized by the content and the sound and everything that he started attracting abundance in his life just by being in that car where the audibles were being played. There's a beauty and power to audibles that you get in this particular program as well. Again, just for listening to the audibles, not requesting nothing, I would charge you 7,000 just for the depth of knowledge we go into there. Again, this course is for people who really love diving deep into knowledge and practical tools of living all the stuff that we discussed today. I would charge you 7,000, but I'm not charging you. It just is a part of your membership to HealyFest. It's just free bonuses. Obviously, there's a lot of healing and manifestation work. So there'll be guided meditations on surrender, on connecting to love, connecting to your heart, connecting to the divine, inner child healing, NLP healing, all kinds of healings. Everything will be put here. Just for you to go through them without even practicing them, I would charge you 7,000, but I'm not charging you that because it comes as part of your bonus. It's a free bonus as part of your membership to Healy Fast. So you have two memberships now. You have one gold membership. You can join us at a gold level. You can also join us at a diamond level. So what does gold level have? It has 48 live classes. It has the personalized emails that only I will read and respond to. It has the community where I'm there, my team is there, the whole batch is there together. And this is you will have lifetime access to the community. After 111 days, I'll be out, but you will continue to be with your batchmates. You have personalized audibles and you have guided meditations. Now, all this value based is a lot of value, 3 lakhs plus. I mean, 48 live classes alone. I mean, it's a lot of work on my part, but it value based 3 lakh, not value, price tag is 3 lakhs plus. You're not paying this. I'm going to give you an offer today. So this is gold member. Now you have one more member called diamond member. Now diamond member gets everything the gold member gets. So all the 48 live classes, personalized emails, audibles, guided meditations, telegram group, all of that amazing stuff to help you. But they get two more stuff which I offer absolutely no one else on planet Earth but the people here. So this is just because of the depth of healing that we do. Diamond members will get access to my actual phone, WhatsApp number for 111 days. So this is not calling, this is voice notes and texting. You can obviously reasonable hours, text me at reasonable hours and I will respond to you as much as I can. This is especially important when people want me to help them through situations in their day-to-day lives. So just being around in your phone, okay? This is confidential. No one else gets access to any of this information. This is with you and me on my phone, not my work phone, not my office phone, my actual home phone. Okay, so only Healy Fest members get this, and you have direct connection with me over 111 days. And obviously because text takes a lot of attention and a lot of you basically I'm living my whole day for you. I would charge 1 lakh, but I'm not charging you 1 lakh. This comes as part of your diamond membership as a bonus. You also get three for diamond members, free one-to-one sessions with me personally, again offered to no other course but this course because of the depth we're going into, where I will sit with you personally, listen to your story, whatever you're struggling with, and I will walk through it with you. These are not me talking sessions, these are me guiding you through the processes. Sessions, so that's why they're 2 hours long. I never offer 2 hour sessions even to our one to one clients, but Healy Fest members get 2 hours, and this is valid for 5 years for from today onwards till 2027. Even if my prices change, even if I'm not coaching anymore and I'm retired, you guys will still get to redeem your 3 sessions anytime between now and the 5 sessions, 5 years, because we're dealing with serious change of life. Now, one can then ask, why should I invest in a program when I can get like a certification to something and get a job? Why should I invest in a program? Because your life is getting sorted here. This is deeper work than you've done before. Okay. So if you were to otherwise get one-to-one coaching with me for 3 sessions, you'd pay 50,000 rupees, but you're not paying that because this comes as part of your membership to Healy Fest. Now you can choose whether you want to go for the gold membership or whether you want to go for the diamond membership. So I'm going to give you an offer, but first, the value of diamond membership is a lot. 4 lakhs plus, just the price tag, not the value of changing your life, it's invaluable, but just the price tag is 4 lakhs plus. I'm not charging you this. We're going to give you, obviously, you'll pay me something for my time and energy, and I've been in this field for 11 years and I've come out of my own stuff, so I have a lot to offer, but you're not going to be paying 4 lakhs. Okay. So difference, if you're an LIF student or MMMC student, now your question is what's different between LIF, MMMC, and Healy Fest? The major difference is LIF and MMMC no longer have live classes and live interaction, while Healy Fest is 5 a.m. classes, live interaction. LIF was only about mindfulness. Healy Fest is about healing and manifestation, but lots of different formats of healing. Because not everyone would resonate with mindfulness, but they might resonate with inner child healing or self love or NLP. Something might resonate with them deeper here. So we have lots of modalities of healing and manifestation. MMMC was only manifestation, no healing. This is both. There are no audibles and no personalized emails in LIF and MMMC because my team takes those questions. My team answers those questions. Here, I answer those questions in Healy Fest. Okay. So, I'm going to give you an offer now. Okay. Gold member, price tag is 3 lakhs. You're not paying it. Diamond member, price tag is 4 lakhs. You're not paying it. I'm going to give you an offer. But before that, why now when the program is beginning on 31st? Why am I telling you come join today? For the simple reason that because HealyFest offers so much personalization, I have to schedule my one-to-one schedule, the amount of availability I will have for this group of people are coming way ahead of time because I cannot then schedule the rest of my life. I have to pre-schedule everything. So that is why you buy now. But for people who are joining before midnight, there is one more reason to join now and not later on, even though you can join before the program. I have to pre-schedule, but the reason why I'm telling you to join now before midnight is that everyone who comes before midnight will get access to the intention setting ceremony, which is with candles and burning bowls to set your intentions in a very ritualistic way, very beautiful way to let go of your attachment to the past, be born brand new into the present moment, light candles for your desires, get in tune with your desires. So you're aligned before you come for the live classes, because when you're aligned before you come for the live classes, you soar in these classes faster. So you get access to this. You also get access to Super Block to Super Attractor class, which is a 4 hour training on healing your blocks. So if you heal your blocks before you come for the live classes, you soar in the live classes even faster. So you heal your blocks before you even come instead of healing your blocks as you're going through the 111 days. You also get access to the songs, manifestation songs in all areas of your life, sung by yours truly. We wrote the song together as a community, Synchro Shakti Academy, but I sang it with my mic, so these are not like professional grade recordings, but they're beautiful songs designed to uh, align you to manifest beauty in all areas of life. So we have songs for career, we have songs for relationship, we have songs for health, we have songs for money, we have songs for self-love. All of that is in this thing. We don't sell this publicly, so only you guys will have access to this if you join before midnight today. Also, if you join before midnight today, you're going to get access to 14 miracle case stories of people from our academy who've done the impossible. People who were in wheelchairs who are now jumping out of planes and running marathons. People who are HIV positive who completely reversed their viral loads. We're talking about crazy miracles. People who are broke who are now earning insane amounts of money. People who went through the worst past that you can ever imagine a person going through, now being coaches and trainers and living amazing lives. So talking about case studies that will blow your mind. They not only tell you the story, they tell you how they did it, and it's all a mix of manifestation and healing, and you learn through their stories as well. So you get this again, not sold publicly, only you guys get it. So again, that is what happens. That is, you get this if you join before midnight today. If there's any problem, you can't join before midnight, you need some help, okay, let us know. Email us, we'll hold the offer for you. So you have a 7-day money back guarantee. So 31st October to 7 days from then, come for the class, see if this is for you. If it's not for you, take your money back, because I want to spend 111 days with the right crowd who are ready for this kind of work. So it feels amazing for both of us. Okay, so you have a money back guarantee. After 7 days, no guarantee, because then we've already put in enough effort. So now I'm giving you the offer. So I'm going to put it here for those who want to join in. If you want to get into gold membership, the value is 3 lakhs plus, but you're not paying this. Gold members are only paying for the entire thing, 48 live classes, personalized emails, Telegram group, guided meditations, all of that beauty. You're only paying 49,999, and you have EMIs available. So breathe. Okay. Now you can say, okay, I could buy actual practical course on architecture and get a job. Here you're investing in life itself. Okay, so don't take the pricing to go over and above your head. This is what it is. Make it happen. Diamond members who also get access to my personal phone, WhatsApp, as well as one-to-one sessions valid over 5 years. You are not paying 4 lakhs, you're paying 99,000. Now, 99,000 for everything over 111 days plus the one-to-one that is valid for 5 days. So, a lot of value packed into this pricing. So, don't stop yourself at this point of the money. Just see how can I make this happen. If you're right for this program, the program will call you and you'll do what you need to come here. So you can jump in, click on this button, or go to kartikanair.com/healyfast. If you need us to hold the offer, just send us an email. But this is the offer. Join before midnight to get access to all of those other things that I mentioned. You can join now. Okay. So for people who are looking at installments, we have certain installment plans. This pricing includes GST for if you're from India, but it doesn't include platform fees. So platform fees is about 2,000 rupees extra for those who are joining in gold level, and it is 5,000 rupees extra for those who are joining at diamond level. If you want to waive platform fees, send us an email. But now, okay, I'll tell you what my email ID is after some time. So if you want to get EMIs, you will find some options here. So if you have a credit card from any of these banks, you can get up to 12 months in EMIs. 12 months in EMIs for a 111-day program. If you have a credit card of any of these banks, if you have a debit card, it's an international debit card, not a RuPay card or something, an international debit card, a Visa, MasterCard, American Express, you can get up to 3 months of EMIs. If you need help with anything, send us an email. Okay. We want to create a community of people in HealyFest who are really doing healing and manifestation work. So if you are really serious about this, we'd love to help you out. Just send us an email. Jump in now, though. Okay. So kartikanair.com/healyfest. You can join at a gold membership or you can join at a diamond membership. Click this link and get started. So I'm going to give you 15 minutes and then we're going to come and do a live Q&A, question and answer segment. In these 15 minutes, in case you're on the fence of what happens when you mix healing the negativity inside of you with manifestation, which is producing new positive vibrations, what happens in your life, I'm going to show you a few case studies. So as the case studies are playing, you can go get yourself enrolled. And then after that, we'll do a question and answer, and I'll give you my email address for whoever wants to contact us about any help that you need related to Healy First. Okay. So I'll see you in 15
I
minutes.
started to heal my depression with the first week of week 1. Kartika was teaching us to be aware of our thoughts. I didn't realize how much negative thoughts were going through my mind on a daily basis. I would have conversations in my head, talking back, creating drama to stories that didn't even exist. So I learned to tag my thoughts and not to resist them. So now I just hug them, I welcome them, and with open arms. So after batch 3 was completed, I had to practice mindfulness for 90 days. And November 19th, 2018, that was the day I completed my mission. So this gets even better. On January 30th, 2019, I had a follow-up with my psychiatrist. And she was asking me how was I feeling and what was I up to. Well, I told her I had just finished my 90 days of mindfulness practice, and she asked me when was the last time I felt sad or depressed, and I couldn't think of anything sad or a depressing moment. I was just so happy, just so thrilled. So on January 30th, my doctor officially took me off antidepressant and declared me to be in full remission. Thanks, Kartika. I love you so much.
I love you too, Divine.
I came across Kartika back in June of 2020. And since then, I've taken several of her courses in mindfulness and manifestation. Mindfulness has changed my life profoundly. At work, for many of us, presentation is just a way of life. We present strategies, we present plans, we present point of view, data set, comments and discussions. The agenda may not go the way you wanted it. It used to trigger me and create strong negative emotions within me. Those things have just disappeared. I've even gotten comments from my colleagues saying that how I bring calmness and happiness to every meeting. Now there's a surprise. I never expected to hear somebody say, I bring happiness to a business meeting. Mindfulness has helped me change from within to influence my external life, to manifest. And Kartika can show you how combining mindfulness, total surrender, and manifestation to pursue your perfect life.
Hello everyone, this is Tushar Sinha. In February of 2020, I was diagnosed with HIV and my life completely shattered. I did not know whether I'm going to survive. I thought my life is completely over. I became suicidal. I just thought, this is it. This is the end of Tushar Sinha. And I lost faith in life and in everything. But I did know that there was one person who could help, and that was my friend and mentor, Kartika. Just 3 months into the MMMC course, I got a repeat blood test done, and I realized that my HIV viral load has come down to less than 20 copies per ml, which is very rare, but it was the truth. So as we moved forward, that just built my faith a little bit more, and I knew that if my viral load can reduce so quickly, so can my CD4 rise. Fast forward to 25th of August 2020, that's today. I just received my blood reports, and my CD4 count is within normal limits, which translates to my immune status being just as good as the immune status of any HIV negative normal individual out there. I don't know what to say. I have no words. I'm ecstatic. Kartika calls me the master manifestor because I just manifest things so easily. I just manifested because I just, I have internalized her teachings completely, and I just follow whatever she says to the letter, to the T, and every single time it has worked. Every single time. There is not one problem that mindfulness and MMMC has not solved. Not one. I can give you a list of my success stories. You can just type my name on Facebook on Synchro Shakti group and you can see all of my success stories. I thought I'm going to die. I thought I'm not going to survive 2020. And here I am sitting today with my immune status rock solid. God, I am so I am so grateful for this day, for being able to see this day, for being able to visualize this day. I am so grateful. I am so grateful for Synchro Shakti. I am so grateful for Kartika, for allowing her to come into my life. I mean, what are the odds of just going to a random Ho'oponopono video on YouTube and then coming across this Wonder Woman who has just transformed my life?
I've been really focused on working on myself and on healing my inner self, and as a result I've noticed that the kind of work that I do, the kind of clients that I attract, the kind of changes that I've noticed in me and in them is a reflection of this healing that I've been focused on, especially in these last 8 months. And given my experience with Kartika, I believe that she really knows how to be able to help you craft that perfect life or build that life. And
my experience with Kartika's courses has been absolutely fantastic. I initially joined just because I wanted an abundance of wealth, but Kartika has some beautiful mindfulness tools and techniques that allow you to heal your negative thoughts, your limiting beliefs. And when you start working on yourself and healing small aspects of yourself, the effects in your life in every aspect are tremendous. So far, I've been able to manifest great sums of money, manifest a great working relationship. I started my own business. I managed to attract a beautiful person in my life who I'm now happily married to. And all of this was possible only because all of us in her school, in her academy, started working on ourselves and healing ourselves.
Okay, well, before mindfulness, my life kind of crashed because I felt stuck. I got really sick. I had to be in the hospital for a while. I had to do surgery. After that, I was robbed at gunpoint in my own house. That I had to quit my job. My relationship ended. Basically, everything just crashed. And I was at a point where I didn't know what to do, how to get out of this situation. I was just home, trying to recover, trying to, get back another job, get back on my feet. And I was so scared, like the past would repeat itself in some way. And I was so scared that the future, what would the future hold? It was so uncertain. And then I came across, Synchro Shakti on YouTube. I started listening to your courses and to your classes. And then I just felt like, I need to do mindfulness when you started talking about it. So I went into it and I stuck with the program. I did everything that you said. I went to everything, all of the classes, and I made notes from your classes. That was my focus. My main focus was just trying to get this mindfulness thing down. After a while, it got easier. And even thinking back about those things that happened to me now, it's like, that happened to somebody completely different. That wasn't me.
Okay.
As I realized that, people around me, I realized started to change just by talking to me, or people in my family, friends who were, I guess you would say, unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
But they changed. I was surprised because I was like, I'm the one doing mindfulness, not them.
But they changed because you were changing.
Right, and I realized that everybody is connected, on a different level. And for me, that was my biggest takeaway. And now I live my life like that. I mean, I try to meet people, and people just reach out to me in strange ways.
Very
but
good.
I just go with the flow now. I was able to manifest a job that, I can work from home on my computer. And life just flows now. I can't describe it in any other way.
Hi everyone, this is Yasmin. I am a student of Kartika, and I have been a follower of Kartika from a very long time. In the year 2018 I came across her YouTube channel, but I have become her student only in the last year, 2021. I have done a variety of courses with Kartika, especially the mindfulness course, LIF, and I do not have words to describe what a world of difference it has made in my life within a year. I was in a very abusive relationship, but now I have completely come out of the relationship, and I have healed the pain and the trauma that I carried. I have healed it completely. I hold no grudges or resentment. Secondly, I have manifested an amazing job for myself. I was someone who was completely dependent for money. I could not even recharge my phone on my own. But now I have manifested an amazing job, that too in the US, and I work from home. And I'm also getting paid well, which I never even thought in the wildest of my dreams, because I have never worked in my life. Thirdly, I have created 3 sources of income. And then my relationships have improved. My children look up to me. They share their deepest and darkest secrets with me, because they trust me so much that I would not judge them in any ways. In today's world, where I find parents struggling with their children, I find it very easy to deal with them, and I have fun with them all the time. So all areas of my life have improved so drastically, and I could have never even dreamt that I would be able to make these changes within a year. So all thanks to Kartika. I have no words to describe my gratitude towards her. She's my first guru, and I always look up to her. And finally, given my experience with Kartika, I believe Kartika showing you how to create a beautiful life with ease, surrender, and manifestation and mindfulness in the next 111 days. I believe any course that she creates will create wonders in the lives of people, and I would highly recommend that, because I am a living example of where I was and where I am now. So,
hello all, I'm Monica. I have been a part of Synchro Shakti from 2019. I have first started watching Kartika's YouTube videos and then landed up enrolling into all the courses like Living in Freedom, MMMC, Abundance Accelerator, and a lot of other courses. So the best thing that I love about her teachings is she simplifies all the wisdom to a level that even a 12-year-old can understand. That's something that I truly appreciate, and I felt there were many aha moments for me while doing the courses, because the content is so simplified that it is very easily understood. It was not like a painful process to do some sort of an inner healing or law of attraction. I started enjoying the process. I started enjoying manifestation. I started enjoying even heal my deep wounds and everything. The process is so intense, yet it's very simplified. That's something that I appreciate from the bottom of my heart. And the moment I heard that there is a new course that's coming up with the live sessions, I was like, there is no way that I can't get my hands on this course, because I know if Kartika brings in one course, I know to what extent she dedicates herself and to what extent she makes sure that you are taken care of. Me being a part of Synchro Shakti from 2019, I can say that I felt that I'm always heard, I'm always answered, I'm always taken care of by her. Every email is responded, every message is responded. So that's something that I appreciate a lot. So do not think twice. That's what I want to tell you. Do not think twice into getting into Synchro Shakti, because like most of your life will be sorted. I can say that. Like if possible, your complete life will be sorted. If you have like the complete dedication, but otherwise, like she makes sure that you are getting on the right track and you are sorted for life. So that's something that I completely love, and I would recommend this incredible course, because I have done a lot of courses.
No college and no school teaches that. It's become a very natural thing for me. It's just a matter of time. But what I value more than anything else is this smile on my face, because honestly, and I am tearing up now, honestly, when I enrolled in the LIF course, I did not think that I had it in me to ever smile again, and now I'm smiling all the time, and I feel such a lightness in my heart. And the biggest thing is, I feel so much love for everybody, for life itself. And I remember that I was watching her webinar where one of the mindfulness students had shared her experience and her success story, and she had said this line called, life just flows. And I had affirmed that. And it's true today, like life just flows. Like I am in life, and I'm enjoying it. Like I'm having a ball of a time. I just feel like I'm finally in the flow of life, and there can't be anything bigger than that. I feel like this course has brought me close to the core of who I am, which is a loving person. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart for changing my life. Thank you. I love you.
Okay, we are back. What beautiful stories, a beautiful energy. Welcoming with all my heart everybody who joined Healy Fest right now, the last 15 minutes, and I was counting the names on the screen, but they've come like this, so they're coming like this, so it's coming like notifications. So it's going to take me some time to get to the full names, but generally. Super welcome to everyone who joined Healy Fest. This is going to be a community of people who are basically reaching depths within their own lives that they've never reached before, heights within their own lives that they've never reached before. I'm so excited to see how far we go as a community because we are hand in hand now. It's not you do whatever you want now, it's us. We are holding each other's hands and we are reaching the heights. So, love you. Welcome. You made a brilliant decision. I mean, you don't know yet how powerful this decision has been joining Healy Fest. With all my knowledge, all of what I know put in one place, there's nothing that gets deeper than this that I could ever offer at this stage of my life, and this is it, Healy Fest. So welcome. You made a bomb of a decision. Now I will take question and answers related to anything you had heard today in the course or Healy Fest. So you will find in the chat, you'll see a box called question and answer or like Q&A box. Put your question there because I'm going to read it from there, okay? Because I won't be able to see all the chat. So just put it in the Q&A box. So while you're typing your question in the Q&A box, let me give you my email ID so you can contact me if you need me for anything. Okay, so this is my email ID, support@synchroshakti.com. Take a screenshot. If there's any help you need, let's say you made a payment and you didn't get access to the course, or you want help with the payment, send us an email, or you just need any help in general, send us an email. Give us some time. If at all we don't sort out everything before midnight, it's okay. We'll hold the offer for you. But those who've joined before midnight, you get everything that I mentioned today. So go ahead and ask your questions in the Q&A box. We'll take those questions as many as possible and then wrap it up for today. Renjita says, can I get a recording of this session? I couldn't attend it because of network issues. Yes, the recording of the session will be sent. Please provide EMI options with debit card also for 6 months. So that's not like my decision. I would love to do it, but it's the platform that I use. They don't have options on debit cards. So we will have to look at something else. If you can borrow, I'm all people who borrowed. Okay, if you can borrow someone's card, just see if you can make that happen. Okay. All right. How can this work out for someone with different time zone 12? So we have a balance of people who are from Indian time zones and international time zones. That is why we have replays. So you're welcome to come at 5 a.m. with us at whatever time it is at your time, or you can watch the replay. The power is not in whether it's live or replay. The power is in what happens within you as you go through the processes. There's a lot of depth that you go into. So it doesn't matter. You can go through the replays as well. You have lifetime access to the replays. Please, okay, for those of you asking about the meditation, just send us an email. Once we render it and put it up somewhere, we'll send you the meditation or we'll send it to everybody. Okay, send us an email or we'll send it to everybody. How to attract justice when you have no ways left, how to bring out truth. Ho'oponopono. Best way to have harmony in reality is just heal yourself. If you feel you're a victim, there's injustice done, there's disharmony in your body and your emotions and your thoughts, the reality will reflect that. Find peace within yourself. Heal the emotions, find that stillness, and the rest of the world will reflect that. We've had a lot of case studies I mean, there's so many books in which I've read such case studies and seen it in our students as well. I don't know the exact names, but court cases were closed outside of court. Apologies were done. Things are completely changed. So, there's a lot of potential. Even though want to join, need to manifest your fees, you have time till 31st. Make it happen. Okay, what is meant for you will not pass you by. So make it happen. I will email the meditation to everybody. Okay? If I see replay and not join at 5 a.m., will I be counted for attendance? You will still have access for the attendance form within 24 hours. So within 24 hours, you can watch the replay and put the attendance. Okay, not a problem. How to manifest the money for joining HealyFest? Visualize that you're with us in these 5 a.m. classes. You are meditating with us. You're smiling with us. You're learning with us. You're growing with us. You're dancing with us. Imagine my face. Imagine you're here with me, and appreciate. Thank you, universe, for making this happen for me. I love that I'm here in this class. See what happens. Leave the how to the universe. And if you can do something, take action. I realize that I have some blocks in money manifestation. I'm doing Ho'oponopono, but not seeing the results. Money manifestation is a deep thing. You need to firstly change your self concept to one for whom money is natural and easy. You have to become very loving when it comes to money and see it as a friend who always comes and supports you. You have to treat money like a boyfriend or girlfriend, which means you're not clingy, you're not asking why it didn't come today, why you didn't text me. You're totally giving it freedom. And when you give money the freedom, it appears faster and stronger than when you're attached to it and wondering why it's not come. And there are 1,000 more secrets. Okay, check out my YouTube videos. I also have a program called 90-Day Abundance, which teaches you all the secrets to money. But that is, if you come to HealyFest, you'll learn all of that in HealyFest also. Okay, can you please send guided meditation? I'll send it to everyone. We'll render it and we'll send it to everyone since we couldn't send it today. And if you're coming for HealyFest, we'll do it live. I realize, okay, I have realized, okay, I read that. Hi guys, I have a client meeting right now. I wish to join, but can you send me the link later? Yeah, you can email us, or you can go to kartikanair.com/HealyFest. After your client call, you can join us. Could you please send me the surrender meditation? We'll send it to everyone. I'm confused what to take, gold or diamond. I need it. Please book for me. Send us an email with what you need, like what are your goals and dreams, and we'll recommend which diamond or gold would be best suited for you. Because if it's something that you need deeper involvement from my side, where you feel like you need me a little bit more, then I would recommend diamond. If you feel that just the live Q&A, the personalized emails, all of that is good enough, then gold. I want to heal my money relations. Go through my YouTube videos on money, which are free. I also have a program, several programs on money on each price range. Email us and we'll guide you through it. I'm searching for you from a very long time and you are there. I'm here. Okay. I have done MMMC, also wanted to do LIF. My question is, can I expect deep healing? Yes. So if you wanted to do LIF, you can just come for HealyFest. Yeah. You can just come for HealyFest. You'll go as deeper than LIF with HealyFest because it's live and it's over 111 days. So yes. Can you provide more EMI options or debit cards? So like I said, it's it's not on me. I would love to provide. It's the platform that I'm using. So debit card, I can get up to 3 months, but if you still need help, just email us. We'll see what we can do for you. Can I get recording of the session? We'll email it to everyone. How do I do live sessions if I don't live in India? You do the replays or you come live at whatever time it is at your time zone. I'm based on Germany. How would it be helpful if I can't join at 5? Same thing, replays. We have success stories from around the world and students from around the world, but we do for our 5 a.m. classes. So they do it at their time or they watch the replay at their 5 a.m. Both ways work because the magic is in you, not whether the class is live or not. Live classes just increase the consistency for some people. Okay, good. I have realized that I have some, okay, ma'am, if I join class, will I have to shift to your city? How is it possible for working people? This is an online class. It's via Zoom. Okay, it's an online class. You don't have to come to my city. Please provide EMI for debit cards. We have 3 EMIs for debit cards. If you still need help, just send us an email. I'm getting my life coaching certification. How comprehensive is this course for prospective life coaches. So this course is for people who want to manifest a perfect life. It is not specialized to life coaches. It's specialized for people who want to create a perfect life. So you will get everything you need in your journey to manifest whatever you want. You won't get specific into life coaching clients, but it will teach you how to get clients, how to attract better business, how to show up with love in your profession and all areas of life. So in that general sense, you can join. But if you're joining only to get clients, then join 90-day abundance, which is for coaches and trainers to align themselves any business owners to align themselves to financial freedom. That's 90-day abundance. Okay. Okay, good question. First of all, thanks for sharing so much of wisdom, genuinely creating positive impact. Most welcome. My question is, how do I heal myself if I want to impact others' lives or work? Like if I want my husband's business to do well or peace in my parents' life. Great question. So there are several ways in which you can help manifest for other people. It always starts with healing how you feel about their situation, because the worse you feel about someone, and say my husband is struggling, the worse it becomes. Heal how you see, how you feel about the situation. Visualize the other person in the best state and feel the gratitude for that. When they call you in a sad mode, visualize after that call, visualize them calling you again in a happy mode. So visualizing them being happy and cleaning how you feel about the situation helps that situation, but know that other people are also in their own spiritual journey. So keep space for the divine intervention and letting them learn in their own way and time as well. In the meantime, earn your own money and make it happen. Lead by example. You're not dependent. Will I be able to heal balding hair in this course? I wouldn't come for this course for specific hair loss related things. I would come for this course if you want to manifest in all areas of life, perfect health. So yes, you'll see improvement, but I wouldn't come with just that one result. If you feel like you have other areas of your life to impact positively, then come for this course. But I won't do any exercises on just helping your hair grow or anything like that. I'll be doing exercises for perfect health, okay, overall perfect health, which will impact all parts of your body. Thank you for fabulous session. Welcome. Does HealyFest include manifestation of physical appearance or health? Health, yes. Physical appearance can improve, but I'm not doing any specific exercises on improving your physical appearance. I'm doing exercises on improving your health. So all cells of your body improve. Will 48 sessions be organized on weekends or weekdays? Weekdays. Weekdays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Weekends, you have homework to do. But Sunday is free for you to relax. Lack of money is a current problem. I know, irony. But there is no lack in the universe, so correct that internally. Open up to the ocean that is in front of you. Align yourself. Breathe in money. Money is coming into your life. Love is coming into your life. As the earth is rotating right now, money is coming into your life. And that's it. I hear manifestation may have negative, may give positive. It will take negative to balance karma. Is it true? I hear manifestation may give positive and it will take some negative to balance karma. I'm not sure. I know that you can clean up your karma through healing and attract positive karma, but I'm not sure about balancing positive with negative karma. I'm not sure. How can the platform fee be waived? Just send us an email. Lack of money is a career. How will this course help to heal health, anxiety, and anxiety disorder? So again, this course will help you in reaching levels of peace inside of you, which will help you rewire your brain. Especially if you're anxious, you will learn to sit with the anxiety. If you're upset, you'll learn to sit with the upset. If you're jealous, you'll learn to sit with the jealousy and release it. So over time of observing anxiety and breathing with it and healing it, you will heal the brain, which will heal the disorder. But if you are coming only for one thing, which is that, don't come. This is going to affect all areas of your life. So make sure that you're coming for more reasons than just anxiety disorder. Because if it's just an anxiety disorder, then go for a course like LIF, which will give you more focused on just healing anxiety. But if you're looking at healing in all areas of life, including money, relationship, all that, come. My best friend hates me. What do? You heal with Ho'oponopono and send loving thoughts to your best friend. Okay. I lost my dad last year. I still believe he is always around in spirit. Yes, absolutely. But since then, I've parted ways with a lot of my friends, even my best friend. I think it was a phase when a lot of people left me, but it made me independent, also clueless. I do miss my best friends. Just keep finding harmony within and see who comes. Those who are meant to come in your life will come and stay. Those who are not meant for you on the highest path that you're living, love them and let them go with love. There is nothing you've lost. Ho'oponopono, do we pray to heal and forgive ourselves? Yeah, you can do that. How do you feel about yourself? Do Ho'oponopono on the sensation you feel in your body and release it. When you've healed any pain, you've essentially forgiven. Forgiveness is the absence of pain. Can you share the direct way to opt for gold platform without platform fee? Send us an email. Okay, send us an email. We'll figure out something. Can you get HDFC credit card option available? I've tried. They've not helped me, but you send me an email anyway, we'll see what we can work out for you. There's always a workout. That's the best thing about life in the universe. There's always a way to solve any problem. Just send us an email, we'll figure it out together. There's infinite solutions to every problem. I had a thought to connect with you and I got to register for this webinar. You're already in alignment. How can I join 90 Days Abundance? Send us an email. We'll send you the link. Thank you so much. Wow, I had this flash of light suddenly in the corner of my eye. Thank you so much for such an enlightening and empowering session. Thank you. Can I manifest my baby by doing this? Yes, you can. Absolutely. By doing what you learned in the session, yes. Especially if you have any traumas around your mother, healing that would help you heal the kid in you who associates motherhood with badness. A lot of people block themselves from manifesting children because they had a tough mother. If that's not your case, ignore what I'm saying. But if that is your case, look at healing your memories with your mom. What do you mean when you said LOA works on vibration? Is vibration different from what you're feeling? No, vibration is what you're feeling. The problem is people are doing affirmations and thinking there, but emotionally they're not. They are still in victimhood. They're still in upset. They're still in lack. They're still in a totally different vibration to what they're affirming. That's what I meant. Okay, I'm confused which one to join. Okay, so lots of questions. Lots of people joining. Congratulations on joining Healing Fast. This is our last webinar, and this is the last time we are doing this webinar. So if you're joining Healing Fast, welcome. Could you work out on payment plan? Just send us an email. Okay, cool. Banu says, I remember paying $30 USD for a course and I can't access it. I think it was in abundance. Send us an email. We'll reset your password so you can access it. Okay, cool. So if I missed out on your question, this is my email ID, support@synchroshakti.com. Send us an email. We are on desk up to midnight today and then the rest of this week. If we don't get back to you by midnight, okay, breathe, all is fine. We will not take away the offer from you. Offer will stand. Everything is cool, chill. Send us an email. We are friendly, we are friends, and we'll help you out. And I will send you the replay of this recording and I'll send you the guided meditation. And there's something else I wanted to say which will come to me. So send us an email and I'll help you. So now I will end this webinar with one question. Did you find value in what you learned here today? If yes, please type in the chat as a feedback for me. If it was valuable, type valuable and then type what is it that you're taking home with you today? What is the learning you're taking home? This is important for me. So as a favor to me, just let me know in the chat. Was it a value for you or was it not? Because I want to know. I hope I did not waste your time. Welcome, Arati, to Really Fast. I hope I didn't waste your time. If it was valuable, just type valuable. And what is that thing that you're taking back home today? Just type it in the chat. I'd love to hear what you have to say. How to shift from negative thoughts during the day. Firstly, become very aware of these thoughts. Secondly, underneath your negative thoughts are experiences. Go into the body and see if there's any emotions there, any anxiety, any fear, any pain, any upset. Sit with that feeling. Do Ho'oponopono, pain body healing, and EFT, anything to release that feeling. When you release the energy underneath your negative thinking, the negative thinking changes. So heal the root to change the fruit. Okay. Welcome, Sharath. Also, we've probably exceeded the number of people we needed to take into Healy Fest, so we're expanding the number of seats. Okay, so let's go into the chat. Okay, was it valuable? Okay, So Lata says valuable, peace and harmony. That thing she's taking back. Valuable, manifest a good life. Healing is important because we carry our past into the present and then into the future. So healing the past and cleaning the pain we feel around the past creates peace in the present, which creates peace in the future. Good. Work on yourself. Good. Love is a healing force. Love is a magnet. Love is a primary energy of healing. You bring love to everything. Bring love to your pain. You bring love to your anxiety. You bring love to the situations. Love is a healing energy. Good. Word taken is love. Good. What else? Work from within. Uh, Mindset, right? Everything I aspire is coming to me because I deserve it. Another prayer you can take home is everything I always win. May everything work out in a way that makes all of us happy, including myself. May everything work out in a way that makes all of us happy, including myself. It's another great prayer to take home. Love and forgiveness. Good. Inner healing. Yes. Good. Welcome, Varsham. We have to extend seats now, Helifest. Welcome. I appreciate all of you joining us now. Four pillars of a perfect life. Good. Ho'oponopono. Okay, still not sure of the timing, but would like to join. Come. We'll figure it out. That's the best thing about life, right? You love the song I Love Money and Money Loves Me. Good. Self-love. Love, yes, deep inside of all of us, we have an ocean of love. Just the noise has to be surpassed and we go deeper. Good. Manifest a good life. Okay, so I can go back after this webinar knowing that some of you here were helped. Now practice. Be love, drink love, sleep love. You're going to be human. You're going to feel upset, and that's okay. Forgive yourself. Come back. We will all make mistakes, but we have a chance every moment to watch what's going on inside of us, settle ourselves down, not suppress the emotion. Allow the emotion to come. Be compassionate. Be the space in which it's coming up until it releases, and then bring love back into your relationships, into your money, into whatever you do. Bring love. Love heals a lot. I love you all. Email me for whatever questions. I will get some dinner and then I'll come back on desk. If I don't respond before midnight, breathe. Everything is okay. We have time. Okay, so see you and have yourself a loving and perfect life. Love you. Bye.